this is pretty much about Veers, who is a Kree. You know, she's originally from Earth. They found her, and they made her stronger and more powerful, and now she's back on Earth, and now, you know, her enemies are trying to chase her. She meets Nick Fury. He is trying to see, like, he just found out that there's an alien race out in the stars that he never even knew existed. So basically, Veers has to pretty much stop, you know, this entire, race of people and trying to, steal, movies pretty much about. I really, really like this movie. I think it's, don't get me wrong, it's not the best Marvel, standalone movie. I would say the best Marvel standalone movie is probably either Iron Man 1 or Captain America. But I would say this is a really good movie, though. Like, I really liked Brie Larson as Captain Marvel in this movie. Like, she's such a badass. She is basically like the female Superman. Like, she's got like amazing powers. You know, I love her costume. And what's funny is that Nick Fury is in this, and this is, you see how he becomes, the Nick Fury we see in the Avengers later on with, like, his eye patch and stuff. Like, you grow and watch certain characters turn into certain characters that we see later on in the Marvel Universe. And I really, really enjoyed this movie. I think it's a good movie. I think the action is really, really good. I think the best thing about this movie is, like I said, Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. It's like the best part about it. I do like the other characters, though. Like the villain of the movie, he was a badass villain. But like, they're not really the villain, though. I mean, that's kind of like a spoiler, but everybody at this point has seen this movie. Like, they're not really the villain. The villain is actually who found Veers, Captain Marvel, and fucked over that race. That's pretty much what happened in this movie. And I really, really think this is one of the best Marvel movies out there. I wouldn't say it's the, single best one out of them all, but I'd really put it up there. This movie made over $1 billion. And this is, after this movie was released, a lot of people were shitting on it because Brie Larson was saying a lot of things about, feminism. This is a feminist movie. This is for only women. I don't even think she even said that, really. I think she said it was just, geared more towards, a female-led kids because, there's not many good female superheroes out there for little girls to grow up to. And I still think she's badass regardless. I think she's a fucking badass in this movie. Her costume looks badass. Her freaking powers are badass. The scenes of her training, finding out who she really was, where she really came from, is a really, really good story. I think the scope of the movie is big. And this movie, like I said, made over $1 billion. After this movie made $1 billion, I knew that I knew Endgame was gonna be the highest grossing movie of all time, just because of that alone. I really did. Like, that's what told me, I really, really said, I swear to God, that Avengers Endgame break Avatar's record because of Captain Marvel. And everybody's like, well, everybody, wants movies to do that. I never freaking have my expectations that high. I never think the movie is going to beat Avatar. I never say it's going to happen. I always wish it would, but I never say, oh, this is going to be the movie that beats Avatar, because I thought it was impossible. But Avengers Endgame, when this movie came out, Captain Marvel, I knew it was going to happen. So, yeah, I really, really like Captain Marvel. I think it has its funny moments. It's not filled with, like, humor after humor, though. Like most, the Thor films, they rely a lot on humor. But this movie, it gets serious. It really does. Your main character is her going back to Earth, and you see Blockbuster, and they're playing old music and stuff. It's pretty funny. Like, a lot of people are shitting on this movie, and I think it's just a trend to shit on this movie, because Brie Larson said, oh, this movie is, geared more towards a female audience. It's geared more towards the little girls out there who want a female hero. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it's a good movie. I think this is a great thing for little kids and little girls out there to look up to. And then she finally had her movie. And that was a great movie too, but this was, for the Marvel fans out there who want a female superhero, you got one. She's a badass. She's really cool. I think her powers are really cool. I would definitely watch this movie more than once. It's definitely worth watching on Blu-ray, 4K, whatever the fuck you want to watch this on. It's really cool. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Stay tuned for more reviews, podcasts, news updates, and more. Thanks for listening. Subscribe and peace.